Hello everyone, good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. So we're going to do a class that's a little bit more about your general back posture, general posture. So as you probably know, generally, not everyone, but we generally have some type of a curve in our back that's usually or lordosis, kyphosis, or scoliosis. So this comes from just your general posture when you're standing, or you're sitting down at work, or just your general states. Even your feelings, you have a tendency to curve some way. So there are many yoga postures, luckily, that we can use to work on this and correct this. So we're going to do this today, more specifically. So we're going to just start sitting down to start off, start waking up our body if you just woke up. So sit down in any comfortable position for you, cross-legged if you want. Straighten your back, roll your shoulders back, close your eyes. We're going to start with a few deep breaths, just sending in some fresh air in the lungs. Waking up slowly. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Again here, inhale. Feel the breath filling up your lungs. Concentrate between the point between your eyes and the point between your eyes. So just imagine that breath traveling up and down your back, waking up your body slowly. We're going to start off with 3 Ms. So put your hands in prayer. Take a big inhale. Another time. One last time. Release your hands down to your knees, open your eyes slowly. And we're going to start stretching out, waking up the body. So we can start by raising your right hand up towards the ceiling. Left hand comes to the ground and extend towards your left side. Bend down as far as you can go for now. Back up to center, change, left arm comes up and bend down towards your right side. Come back, inhale to center, change, inhale, exhale, reach over. Inhale, come back to center. Let's change the arms and exhale to the other side. And one last time on each side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale back up. And exhale to the other side. Come back to center. I'm going to twist on each side. So inhale, both arms come up, look up. Exhale, right arms back behind you and left arm on your right knee. Look back behind you. Stretch out the neck. Inhale to the center, both arms up. Exhale, opposite side. So right hand on your left knee. Look back. Keep your shoulders down. Inhale back to center, come up. Exhale, twist again. Inhale to center. And twist back on the other side. Inhale back to center. And release, lay down. We're going to come on hands and knees. Usual cat-cow to wake up our spine here. So come with your hands under your elbows and knees under your hips. Fingers open up wide. And with an inhale, curve in, chest comes forward, look up. Exhale, round your back, push in between shoulder blades, chin comes in. Inhale, back into cow. Exhale into cat. So you want to make that curve here, rounding, come from down from your pelvis up to the top of your head, like a wave coming in and out. The slower the better here. You can really feel that in your spine. Push the navel in and round. Three more times here. Slow breath. And on the next exhale, we're going to come into downward facing dog. Exhale, push in your hands and your feet. Push those hips up towards the sky. Arms and legs are extended, and you can bend the right and the left leg to open up, to wake up the legs. Feel a stretch in the back of the legs. And slowly come to a stable posture. Take 5 breaths here. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, try to reach those heels toward the ground. Hips come up. Forehead towards the ground. Remember to externally rotate those shoulders. And on the next inhale, we're going to bring our right leg to the front, between the hands, with your front. Exhale, the other foot comes to the front. Release. Inhale, roll all the way up. Extend the arms up. Exhale, release the hands down. So we're going to start with a few Surya Namaskar, so sun salutations. Inhale, exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale, come up, slightly towards the back. Exhale, down. Your legs are bent here for the first one. If it's your first one this morning, take your elbows into your hands. Long neck, so release the head and sway side to side. So essentially right now, we're just elongating the spine, stretching it out. And bounce up and down if that feels good for you, just slightly. And when you're ready, release those hands to the ground. And with the inhale, left foot comes to the back, knee to the ground. Hold, make a straight plank with your back. Exhale, all the way down to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Make it light for the first one. Exhale, push up into downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot to the front. Exhale, the other foot, release, weight towards your toes. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, all the way down. So you can slowly get your legs to be a little bit straighter, but it doesn't have to be just yet. Still waking up the body. Exhale to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot to the front. Left foot, release. Inhale, all the way back up. And release. Inhale, exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale up, bend your legs slightly. Exhale to the ground. Inhale, left foot. Right foot, make a plank. Exhale, knee, chest, and chin to the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot to the front. Exhale, the other foot. Inhale, all the way up. So if I'm going too quickly for you, you can always go slowly. It's totally fine. Inhale, exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale, look up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, right foot to the back. Plank. When you're in that plank, push into the shoulder blades, don't sink into them. Cobra, Bhujangasana. Downward facing dog. Come back up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. Last time on the left side. Inhale, exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale up. Exhale, all the way down. Hip comes last. Inhale, left foot goes to the back. Plank. Exhale to the floor. Bhujangasana. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot to the front. Exhale, release. Inhale, come all the way back up. And release last time. Open your legs, your feet a little bit wider. Hands are down next to your legs. Close your eyes here. Take a few deep breaths. Feel your heart rate. Try to calm it down. So your body should feel a bit warmer now. Feel a connection into the ground. So essentially what we're trying to work towards is having our ears right over our shoulders and our shoulders over our hips. So really a good alignment here. I'm going to go facing towards you. Open up your legs a little bit wider than hips distance. Your feet are slightly towards the inside. You're going to interlace your hands behind your back and pull those hands down. And as you do that, open your chest, look up, tuck the pelvis in. And with the next exhale, we're going to go forward. Bring those hands over your head. Doesn't have to be too far as comfortable for you. We're just elongating the spine here. So you might not be going very far here, but that's all right. You can also sway side to side slightly. Now, if that's too uncomfortable for you with the hands behind your back, you can just take your elbows here like we did before, between your hands, and sway side to side from here. That's totally fine. The body will gradually get closer to the ground. And release here. Put your hands under your shoulders. Push yourself up with your arms. And then we're going to bring, on an exhale, that left hand towards your right foot. And the right arm goes up. Look up. Twisting the spine here. Right hand towards your left foot. Left arm goes up. Try to keep your hips in alignment with the ground, so don't really shift over too much to one side. Switch slowly here. We're going to come back up, so put your hands on your hips and bring yourself back up slowly. Great. You're going to bring the feet back together. A little bit of a side stretch here. So you're going to bring your right leg behind, your right foot behind your left foot, cross it behind, and you keep your legs straight. And extend both arms up, if that's fine with you. Otherwise, just your right arm. Interlace the hands. Breathe in. Extend up. And on an exhale, you're going to go towards your left side. So your hips are going towards the right, and your hands are extending towards your left. So it's a really good stretch on your right side. Arms are straight. Inhale, come back to center, and we're going to switch here. So now your left foot goes behind your right foot. Try to have the weight as much as possible in both feet. Inhale, up. Extend over toward your right side, and your hips go toward your left. Trying to have a strong core here also, so you're not doing a back bend. Breathe here, don't forget. Inhale, come back to center, and release. Really nice side stretch here. we're going to come into chair pose. So you're going to swing those arms towards the ground. Your feet are together and up. So you're able to see your hands here. You can see your toes. So the weight goes into your heels. Check on your back here. Don't want to be rounding in or curving too much. Essentially, you want to have a straight back as much as possible. So don't force on your shoulders here. This is really good posture to work on the form in your back. Breathe here. Inhale, extend the legs. We're going to do the same thing as we did before here, but with our legs together. So interlace your hands. Push the hands down towards the ground, pelvis in. Open the chest. And with an exhale, bend forward. So you can keep your legs bent here. If that's comfortable for you, you can bring them to a straight position. Whichever feels good for you. In both postures, you'll get a stretch, really elongating the spine. So this is a really good posture. You can do it anywhere if you're sitting for long hours. Really get that work on that posture. Don't forget to release your neck. Release the hands towards the ground. And we're going to roll slowly back up, vertebra by vertebra. And the head comes last. Great. Take a couple breaths here. How do you feel? This is mountain pose, which is just seems like a very simple posture, but what you're trying to do is really ground yourself into the ground and feel your posture, feel how you're standing, feel the weight into the ground, how it's distributed in your feet. And we're going to go down on the ground. So inhale, exhale here. Inhale up. Exhale towards the ground. Inhale, right foot to the back. Hold, make a plank. Exhale down to the ground. And we're going to stay here in the ground. And we're going to come into Sphinx. So you're going to take your arms down to the ground, the front of the arms, and your elbows are going to be under your shoulders. Your fingers are spread out. Your arms, your legs, are also tight here. So you want to have your pelvis a little bit curved into the ground. And you're going to do a slight movement, it's very subtle, but it's very a chest opening posture. So here on the inhale, you're going to try to bring your front arms towards you. You're not lifting your pelvis off the ground. You're just bringing your chest forward, and those shoulders are down, back and down, and you're just sliding the front arms towards you. So this is really nice for people who tend to have a hunched back. Really align with the upper part of your back. So release that, and we're going to do it again. Inhale, bring the chest forward, the front arms towards you. Legs are together. So you're not bringing your body off of the ground here. Except for your chest, obviously. And release. And come down. Make a cushion with your hand, look to one side. How does that feel in your front body? Breathe into the ground. And we're going to come into Bhujangasana, so Cobra. So bring your hands under your shoulders here. Forehead to the ground. And with an inhale, bring those shoulders away from the ears and elbows in towards your back. Look up, pressing into the hands. So we're really strengthening our back here, which is very important also for good posture. And opening up the upper back. So your legs are tight also, feet are touching. And release down, look towards the other side. We're going to do that a second time. So at the beginning, you might not be going very far up, but that's perfectly fine. It takes a lot of practice to strengthen your back. So bring your hands under your shoulders again, and same thing here. Inhale, look up. Push in your hands. Shoulder blades are together, so you could hold a pen in between your back. Exhale, release, and come back down. And the next posture we're going to do is called Shavasana. So it's also a back strengthening posture. And we're going to take the first level of this posture to start. You're going to bring your hands under your body. So it depends what's most comfortable for you. I like to put my hands down facing the ground, but that's sometimes people like to have them facing up. So you bring them down under you as far as possible under you. Chin is on the ground. And we're going to bring our right leg up first. So you bend your left leg and your right leg comes up. And your knee is placed on top of that left foot. So keep that right leg straight. Try not to fall over to one side here. Using your arms here to keep the balance. Don't lift your hips up off the ground too much either. So this is just the first level here. We're going to stay here for now. Breathe. Exhale, release down to the ground. Now we're going to come on the other side. We're going to bend your right leg. And your left leg is going to come straight off the ground and sit on that foot. Remember not to fall to one side here. Your leg is straight, the one that's on top. And release back down. Take those hands out from under you. Breathe here. This is a very active posture. It might be a bit challenging for those who've never done it before. And we're going to push ourselves into child's pose. So counter posture here. Your forehead comes to the ground. Your arms and hands can be or in front or to the side of your legs. So your hips are coming down towards your feet. And with an inhale, push yourself back up onto your knees. And we're going to come into puppy pose. So this is a really good upper body stretch, shoulder stretch. So you're going to slowly bring your hands forward. So you can keep yourself on the tips of your fingers here and just bring your forehead towards the ground. And your hips are coming back towards your feet. If you're okay here, you can bring your hands to the ground and try to touch the ground with your chin here. So your chest is coming down towards the ground, but this is a bit more intense. So you can stay in the other version for now, if you want. Breathe deeply. Inhale, push yourself back up. So it's the kind of posture that you can stay a long time in. It's very relaxing also. So bring your hips over your knees here. And we're going to go into a little bit of a back bend. So it's a form of Chakrasana, which is really a general back bend. I mean, healthy for your entire spine, upper and lower back. So bring your hands on your hips and push your hips slightly forward. Open those shoulders and look up. So this, you can stay here if this is good for you. Otherwise, bring your hands down on your heels and let your head fall back. So open up that chest. You want to have the weight going forwards in your hips, so not in your hands. Your hands are just there to support you. So your legs are tight here, strong legs. Open up the chest. And close your eyes here. That feels good. Three more breaths. And inhale, come back up, hands on your hips. And sit back down on your heels. Then you can come down, sitting down on the ground. And take a little bit of a side stretch here. So bring your left leg bent and your foot is against your right leg. And right leg is extended, foot is flexed. You're gonna bring that right arm against that right leg. Extend your left arm up and bend over your right leg. So you can go as far as you can go, meaning you don't have to be touching your toes here. The important part is that you're not slouching over towards the ground. You're really opening that left side. So try to experiment here with your arms. So how does it feel when it's bent, when it's extended? If your palm is facing the ground or up. So really it changes the stretch here. It's more intense when your arm is straight. And I'll come back up to center. We'll change over to the other side. So bend your right leg. Foot is against the left leg. Foot is flexed. The left leg comes in towards the right, left leg. Left arm, I got confused with my arms and legs here. Extend your right arm up and bend over on your left leg. Same thing here, so just go progressively with ease. Each exhale, you're reaching a little bit further down. Send that exhale in your muscle that's being extended here, so on your right side. So experiment here with your stretch, with the palm, whichever feels better for you. Just really try to listen to your body. If something doesn't feel comfortable, then just change it so it feels better. Remember also to release your neck. Don't create tension in your neck. A couple more breaths here. And on the next inhale, come back up. Great. Now we're going to extend both legs out in front. Take your sitting bones out from under you. This is a Shastasana, so it's really good also a stretch for the whole back body, mostly for your back, but a lot for the back of the legs also. So this is recommendable for any type of back condition you have. So extend those arms up and reach forward to wherever you can reach. So if you can reach your toes, that's great. If it's only your legs, it's only your legs for now. There's no problem. Try to look in front of you, not down towards your legs to avoid rounding your back. So this stretch is always a bit more intense in the morning. And try to reach your stomach towards your legs before your head goes down. You can always take an inhale and stretch up one time here. Open the chest. And inhale and come back down. Sometimes it's easier the second time. So with each exhale, we're getting a little bit lower. Remember that you have to be able to breathe. If you're in a posture where you can't breathe and you're taking it too far, inhale and reach up. Come all the way back up. We're gonna lie down on the ground here and come into Matyasana, which is the fish pose, so they call it. So we're gonna be lying down, all the legs straight out, and the legs come together. And you're gonna reach your hands facing down towards the ground under your bum here. So make those hands reach as far down as possible, and the elbows also are coming together. And with an inhale, you can watch me first if you've never done this before. With an inhale, you're gonna push into your elbows and puff that chest up. And slowly, your head is gonna come to the ground. But your weight is not on your head here. Your weight is in your elbows. Your elbows are allowing for you to open that chest, really extending here, and we're taking deep breaths here. In this posture, you're really allowing your chest to open to its maximum. There's not as much breath in the stomach, which is normal. A really good chest opening here for the upper back. It's great. 3 more breaths here. Really breathe as deeply as possible. And come back, untuck your head. Release your hands from under you. And we're going to do a little bit of a counter posture here. So interlace your hands behind your back, behind your head. And with an exhale, you're going to bring your head up with your hands. You just feel a nice extension in your neck here. I really like this pose. It's very simple, but it's very nice on the neck here. And then you can look to one side, bring your head looking to one side and then towards the other. Twisting that neck a little bit. Great. Nice. Bring your head back down to the ground. Bring your legs in towards your chest. Roll a little bit side to side here. And we're going to roll back up to sitting. Up. And we're going to come into what's called hero pose. So you're gonna bend your left leg, bring your foot against your right sitting bone, but your foot is not under your bum. It's very important that's just on the side. And the other foot is gonna bend over that leg. And with your hand, you're gonna try to bring that foot as far behind as possible. And remember, just check that you're sitting on both sitting bones. So you can stay here. That's also great. It really allows you to have a straight posture. So if you notice your back is nice and straight in this posture, so you can just bring your hands down on your knee. If your shoulders are flexible enough, we're going to take it a little bit further here. So your right arm is going to come up and bend that arm, and your hand comes down, touching your back. The other arm is also going to bend a bit towards the ground. And if you can, reach those fingers and interlace them. If you can't, that's totally fine. It all depends on your shoulder flexibility. If you have any shoulder injuries, don't push it. So try to open your chest here. Inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to bend forward and bring that shin over your knee. So you'll also be able to feel this in your hips. So as we're at it, we're also stretching our hips. Inhale, come back up, release your arms, and we're going to come to the other side. So now your right leg is the first one on the ground, so bring that foot next to your left sitting bone, not underneath. Cross your right leg over. So there's always one side that's a little bit better. For me, this one is not as good as the other side. Then bring that foot down on the ground. Reach that left arm up, bend it so you can touch your back with your hand. And then the other arm folds back and try to reach those fingers here. If you can, obviously, if you can't, it's fine. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale over your knee. If you're not here, just stay with your back straight. Three more breaths here. Inhale, come back up. And release your arms. And release the legs. And we're going to take a little twist. So you can take the twist with your leg extended in front and cross it over that leg. So your foot is on the outside of your left leg. Your front foot is flexed. And you're going to extend that right arm up and reach it behind you. And with your left elbow, you're going to push into your right knee. So you can stay with your arm bent here or extend that arm and really push into that knee to get the twist a little bit further. Look behind you. So these types of postures are really good for people who have a slight scoliosis, so a curve in your back. And this will allow to kind of rectify that. And with each exhale, try to twist a little bit further. Inhale, release. And we're going to change that over. So I realized that I should be facing this way. So extend your right leg and your left foot comes on the outside of your right leg. So try to bring that foot in towards you. Extend your left arm up and behind you. And that right arm elbow is going to push against your left leg. And look behind you. Try to remember to keep your shoulders down here. Really imagine that twist in your back. Visualize it in your head. Three more breaths here. And the next inhale, release and slowly come back. And extend both legs. And slowly bring yourself to the ground, vertebra by vertebra. Release your head down. If you want to finish off again by just taking your legs in your chest and rolling side to side, it's always nice to finish off like this. You really feel your back against the ground. And when you're ready, you can just release both legs down on the ground. And we come to Shavasana, final posture. So just open up those legs to the distance of the mat, and the feet are falling to the sides. Open those arms slightly to the side, palms are facing up. Close your eyes. Take deep breaths here. So when you breathe, fill in your stomach and then your lungs. And same thing on the exhale. Your stomach comes down and then your lungs. So we're just going to scan the body here up and down. This is the moment when the blood is flowing and the muscles are just taking the time to register the movements. It's very important. Send a mental message to your muscles for them to relax. Starting with the toes and the feet, relax your toes and your feet. Relax your calves, your knees. And you exhale, imagine it melting into the ground. Your legs, your hips, your entire back. You've worked on that back quite a bit. Just let it go now. No movement from the bottom to the top of your spine. Your chest. Just going up and down with your breath. You're not holding in anything. Shoulders. And releasing into the ground. No tension there. The arms, hands and fingers. Let everything go. I'm just observing now your neck, your scalp, and of course your entire face. No tension, no expression in your face, forehead. It's relaxed, eyebrows, eyelids, just resting there. Right and left cheek, your lips, your nose, and your ears. Everything is just completely relaxed and no muscles are working now. And just listen to your breath. You're just breathing normally now. Imagine you're floating over yourself and you can just see yourself lying there. And we're going to stay here for a few instants. Take a big inhale, come back in your body. Start wiggling fingers, toes, moving your body slowly. Stretch out and roll over to your side. And when you're ready, push yourself back up. Stay with your eyes closed. Sit down. And we finish like we started with 3 O's. Bring your hands in prayer. Inhale. Inhale. Last time. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed and you feel nice and ready for the rest of your day. So if you want, you can like and share the video if you enjoyed it. And I will see you on Wednesday at 10 a.m. this week. Have a great day, everyone.